Clyde is loving this new AC. It's 93 degrees outside, and he's cool as a cucumber.
Set the AC
and just have to talk to it to control
degrees.
it, so he's got no problem running it. Anyhow, a couple weeks ago, a company by the name of ZAFRO contacted me. They saw my video about the Costco air conditioner that I installed last year, the Inverter air conditioner. And they said they had one that they thought was better, a little more energy efficient, really easy to install, and it's just amazing. So they sent me out one, and it didn't cost me anything. It's funny when you look at the electric; they say 13 cents a kilowatt hour. We're paying 37 right now. But this is how it arrived. Came FedEx. Really packaged well. They did a good job. Survived FedEx. That's a pretty good thing. But instructions are right there in the top. It's got an outer box, and then it's got some nice custom molded foam for it. Now, this is a higher end unit than the Costco unit that I, originally had done the video about, but we love that unit too. But that does block the window, and it is a little bit louder than this one. So here you can see it's this one's pretty much made to withstand most of what FedEx could give it, and it did arrive without any damage. So it is the Costco one was a 15 SEER2, and this one is a 15.1, so it's a little bit more efficient, and it's more Wi-Fi friendly, Alexa friendly, and everything else, but it does cost twice as much, so that's a big difference. And it was packaged well. Those pieces of tubing that you see there in the metal, they were just turned out inserts in the foam there just to keep it from getting damaged in shipping. They thought of everything, and there's a remote that comes with it too. So again, these two pieces of plastic and the two pieces of metal, I thought they would be part of the unit, but they're not. Really easy to unpack it and get ready to install it. Takes a couple minutes. You can see there just some simple foam blocks to install it with. And it does have the GFIC protection on it. Comes with a really nice little remote control that'll control it. But if you have Alexa or Google, you don't really need that remote. And those pretty much are garbage, but I'm just going to save them in case anything happens to it. So let's bring it inside and install. I'll show you how simple it is and just how well it works. And we were looking for an AC for the guest room anyway, because the one we installed in our bedroom almost cools the whole house. Oh, there's some of the little animals my wife makes and donates to the local sheriff's department. She's made hundreds of those things. The kids love them. But really simple install here. Just have to get the screen out of the window first. And, then a couple pieces of foam block, and that's it. Takes about 5 minutes to tell you the truth. Now there is a foam strip that goes in the bottom there. Kind of seals out any bugs or anything else from getting in and seals the weather out. It does have a piece of, self-adhesive tape on the bottom of it. So just peel and stick that in the bottom of the window. And it comes in two pieces. So I just, got to cut the other piece to fit. Now this says it's for minimum 24-inch wide window. So that's one thing you might want to consider, but it is quite a bit narrower than 24 inches. So I'm not quite sure, if you could install it in something narrower or not. But they don't recommend it. So I just cut that simple box cutter, cut it all around, and put a slit in it there so you can see, so it'll lock into the window track there. And these are old Anderson windows. I mean, everybody's going to have a different situation when it comes to install and, different type windows. But basically the installation is going to be the same. There's a foam strip. It hangs on the bottom. Then you just drop this thing out you don't want to drop it. Make sure you don't let it go until it's fastened, but just stick it out the window and it locks over the windowsill there. Now I had fiddled with the little adjustment knobs before I put it in here, and I didn't back back one of them out enough, so it's kind of hanging up right now. But normally it would drop right down in if you follow the instructions. So I got there's little rubber thumb knobs in there that locate it in place and hold it up against the sill. I'll show you in a second a little bit better, but once I open that up, you can see it dropped right down in place. And everything's done from inside here. So I guess that's why they want a 24-inch wide window, so you can fit out there and adjust these. But there's the way they adjust. You can see there's two like rubber hand knobs that you turn out until it leans up against the house, and you just want about a 1 to 2 degree angle out so no water will run in if it rains or anything like that. So use that little level block they give you. Then there's some pieces that go in the side, and again they fit my window track perfectly, and I just put a little slit in there to make it really lock in there and protect everything. And I'm just going to put that there, and I decided I'm going to slide this all the way over against this side, and that was it. Then the other side, same thing. You just have another block to stick on there, line it up with the foam that you put on the window, close down, and there's a foam block. Now if you center this, you're going to have to do one on each side, but I just put it on, I put it off to one side, so I'm only installing one, and I started cutting it. But then I found out it's easiest if I take the other block that's cut square and just use that as a guide. So that helped me get a nice straight cut with just a utility knife. And then I did cut a little bit longer, put a slit in it so it locks in that track again, just like the other side. Boy, it sure is easy. That other one I installed, it took me like 45 minutes, 50 minutes just to figure out the brackets on it and how to get it in. And oh man, it was a nightmare. But this one, you just, that's it basically. Some foam goes on the bottom of the window there to seal up against it. And one thing I found out, I'll show you in a second, is this foam is a little bit high density. It's not a real soft, squishy foam. So it didn't really fill the gaps good. So what I wound up doing is I put this on, and then I had some really super soft, low density foam laying in the basement that I grabbed a piece of, and I put on the bottom of this. And that made it so that it would seal right up against and fill all the little gaps in. I'll show you that in a second, but really super easy to install. And the only thing you have to remember is this stuff all has to be removed for the winter when you take it out. So that's one thing you might want to think about, save some of the packaging and stuff to put it back in. And that's it. Window's nice. You got a nice view out the window, but you can see it's not quite compressing easily on the one side and the other. So I went back and I checked the level and made sure everything was all right too. And yep, everything was all right. So I did put a piece of this really soft foam under there, and that pretty much solved everything. So it's, fairly well sealed, and you can see. Then you push it down, and there's this little bracket that goes on there to lock the window. And there's one more piece of foam that just fit the gap between the two windows here perfect to make sure there's no bugs, no bugs or anything like that can get in. And that's it. It takes 5 minutes to install. You still have a view out the window, and actually it turns out it's very quiet with that inverter sitting below the window too. So that's what it looks like down out of the way, and it does have a cap there for draining on the side. I'll show you in a second. Every month you have to do a filter clean on it, but that's what happens when you have the inverter outside. This is like a split system, and you have to pump the water up and get it out of there. And the cord is 72 inches long on it. Nice long cord. Plug it in, and it's drawing 4.5 watts. For the Wi-Fi on it. So it does have a vampire draw. And just simple, remote control. Comes with batteries and everything else that you need. And slide them in here and just turn it on. See how it works. Let's see, power it up. And this thing has just so many little functions on it. It's got a sleep function. It's got, you know, 3 different fan speeds. It's got a auto fan. It's got that little door. You see that opening up? That actually goes into an oscillating mode in one mode that you can use, where you can move the air around all different areas of the room. There's another set that goes side to side in it, and this goes up and down, so it really does circulate the air great in the room. And you see we're drawing about 242 watts now. We're just cranking up the inverter. I'm going to install the app now, real simple, just scanning the code that they have in the manual, and it takes you to Google Play. I've got Android, so I don't know what happens with if you try it on Apple, but it worked great on Android, and it goes right to Google Play. So they do install a app that's been checked, just not from their website. So that's a good thing. And then you have to connect it to the Wi-Fi to pick it up with the app. So you just go follow the instructions. You have to create an account. That's one thing. It's a offshore account, but with everything you have to be able to use it. I guess it's cloud storage and allows you to adjust this remotely also. And then once you set up an account, you just go through and start the app, follow the screens, take you right there, pairs with the AC. And then go in and I hit the button to link to Alexa, and I connected right to Alexa there. So full control, voice control on Alexa. Any of the things that the remote control will do or the app will do, you can do by talking to it too. So you can lay in bed at night and tell it what to do, turn it up, turn it down. And here we're up to 323 watts. And I found it did run between 200 and 400 watts, which really is good. And you could see Clyde is loving this. Nice and cool. It's 93 outside, and he's cool as can be. For noise, this one's fairly quiet. There is some background noise in the room and outside with tractors and stuff running. So this did, I'm going through the different fan speeds here. And it goes from about 50 on high to right around 39 when you put it on the sleep mode, which is the quietest mode. And you do not get that ticking like you get with the other one that we've got in our room from Costco. So there it is. It goes down. Now here's the other one that I'm going to tell you. 3 feet away, the same as the other one. And this one runs from about 56. And then as you wind it down, it goes down to about 44. And you can see, so it is quite a bit louder. And it's 93 degrees outside, and it's 2 ACs are keeping the house 73, 74 degrees out here, with the rooms being colder. This one's putting out 47.5 degrees out of the vents right now. It's really super hot and humid outside, so. And the Alexa, I'm setting Alexa on it right now, so you can see that it works with it.
66 degrees.
Fully controlled with Alexa. On, off, everything. Turn the lights off at night if you're sleeping and stuff like that. So that really is a great
Alexa,
feature with it. I know the other one was supposed to, but I could never get that working on it. This one was just simple. Took 2 seconds to get it all hooked up and working. So it does cost a little bit more, but to me, for the quietness and the ease of use,
Alexa,
it may be worth it to some.
Turn the AC off.
And there it is. You turn on, turn it off. Everything works. Now, once a month, you have to open this drain up and wash a filter. With this type of AC, with the unit down below the window, there's no way for the condensation to drain out. So what it has, a little pump, I guess, that pumps it into the airflow, and it slowly goes out over time. But when you're done using it, at the end of the season, there's a shutdown procedure, and also once a month, you're supposed to pull that filter out and wash it. So this is after 6 hours of running. It looks like the little tank in there is pretty much filled up, but you don't have to drain this every day. I'm told it's only once a month when you clean the filter, and that's what came out of it after 6 hours of running. But it probably took out 10 times that much, and the rest of it went outside. That's just a reservoir, I think, for the pump. So I did get about 10.5 ounces out of it that time in 6 hours. I just wanted to show you that you do need a fairly good sized container, and the house is getting down to about 70 now, and outside there's really not that much noise, and it doesn't really look that bad or anything. So I've got the two of these running, fully on my small solar system, no problem. Can run forever basically and not cost us anything at this point. So this has worked out really good. It's running most of the house right now, and especially with the way they've been raising electric. And with the batteries, I can go several days without sun too now. So, and then I just figured 24 hours later, I'm going to try draining this again just to see how much is in it this time. Because it's always a question, whether or not this thing really is removing water. And I know it's been running for 24 hours under humid conditions, so it's probably removed several gallons of water. And this is the reservoir I'm draining it. You can see it's just a little bit in there, and that's required, I guess, for the pump to keep it lubricated and stuff and make it work. But so it doesn't seem to be a big deal. I was a little worried it might be in the beginning, but it's just a maintenance thing. You want to keep the filter clean once a month. So let's just check. And yeah, this time I only had 8 ounces in it. So, it does work. It does put the rest of it out in the air and gets rid of it. So anyhow, I just wanted to share this. They sent it out to me and said you might like it. And actually, we love it. It's so quiet. It doesn't block the window, and easy to install. And I just thought I'd pass this on and share it with others just in case you're interested. I'll put some links down in the description. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.